and you could say that they have their very own bike gang. And I was even saying on the number that they are biker blood brothers. They do a very, very important job with Ken Driscoll and John Sheedy. Great to have you on the show. Now, you deliver blood and breast milk where and when it's needed. Tell us about this.
Well, I suppose Donny had to start off. This isn't a new concept at all. This started off in England back in the 60s. But in essence, it's new in Ireland. Started off with the lads in Bloodbike Midwest in Galway. Back in 2012, we were in Toulon on their heels. Were quickly after we followed suit.
So you're Bloodbike Midwest.
Midwest in Limerick, that's right. There was a few other groups started up as well, just shortly after us and before us. But what we do is we transport blood, blood products. We're available to transport anything basically. Patient records. We'll transport X-rays, disc scans, whatever to fit on the bike. We'll take it.
This is a voluntary organisation. We should say that, and a lot of people give their time to this.
Well, they do. There's we have in Limerick itself. We have 40 volunteers. It's all voluntary. But we don't get any fundraising. We don't get any assistance from anybody. We fundraise most of it.
You have full-time jobs. You're in the guards.
That's right.
Yeah. And what do you do, John?
I'm a truck driver by trade for the last 20 odd years.
Busy jobs, both of you.
Yeah.
You know, so how do you manage? Do you just say, okay, I'm off on a Tuesday, I'm available that day, and you take a shift then? Is that it?
Well, basically that's how it works.
Yeah.
So you hang on, you wait for the call. And I knew about blood being transported, but I never knew about breast milk, John.
That's right, yeah. Breast milk, the only breast milk bank is in Skillen. And we do a link up then with Bloodbike Northwest. We usually do a changeover maybe in Athlone or something like that. So that breast milk is very. We could maybe do some months. We could maybe do 2 runs a month. It varies on
it's so important because some babies that are born very premature can't take formula, so they really need. I mean, it's life and death scenario there again in a way, isn't it, Ken?
We're all familiar with the concept of blood banks and blood being stored in a particular location, but people don't realise that there's also a breast milk bank. But like John said, that there's only one in the country in Enniskillen, and they supply the south as well.
So you wouldn't be able to get it. But tell us how it works now. This is the bag you have here. Is this what you transport the blood in?
That's when we transport samples in.
And samples of any different things.
Just to keep them safe.
So how does it work out? Do you go to, say there's an accident, are you called to a hospital to take blood from one place to another? Is that how it tell us the operation of, say, one day?
What we mainly do is scheduled runs. We have we provide the maternity hospital, as it turns out in Limerick, we provide them with volunteers over a weekend. From the volunteers will do 12-hour shifts, starting at 7 in the evening, and to finish on Monday morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah. People will be familiar with these bikes as we see on the screen there, won't they?
That's right,
yeah, they'll be very, very familiar. Yeah. John, your son Noel sadly passed away 18 years ago, and that's the reason why you got involved.
That's correct, Daddy, yeah. My son Noel, 7 years of age, full of life, into sport, cross-country running. Hurling would have been his main love. Davy Fitz was his idol, now Clare manager, and full of life and great health. And it was meningitis. It was the meningococcal septicemia, which is, as we call it, the nastiest of the meningitis. It's the bacteria. You get bacteria and buried. Yeah, it's perfect. We went to bed, and his usual thing, as a truck driver, I'd be gone early. I'd be up out of bed at 5 o'clock most mornings. And his routine was that he'd hear me going down the stairs, and he was in alongside Mam. And that was always the way it was. And Pam, my wife, just seen a little mark here just at the back of his ear. And we were aware of meningitis, and we knew what it has been on the radio quite a bit previous, because October, March are seemingly
the flash points.
And this was actually the 10th of October, and so I was going to work, and so she rang the doctor straight away, and our local GP was over within minutes, and he had an ambulance rang at that stage. By the time I got the phone call and I was back down the road. Relations met me in Dublin to bring me back down. I didn't think anything. I just thought that it was just a flu. He was rushed in with flu or something, and didn't think anything. But like when I got in there, by 12 o'clock, he was actually in a coma at that stage.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it was very, very sudden, you know, for a guy that was
Full of life,
full of life,
yeah.
cross country running and hurling and.
But we hear these stories all the time of parents like yourself that literally within hours that their child has gone from perfectly healthy to losing them, and it must be dreadful. But I suppose, do you feel now you're helping save somebody else's child with this, I suppose, voluntary and great work you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, this is what drove me on to.
Yeah.
As Ken says, we've seen it being worked in the UK for the last 20 years, and there was medicine to come down from Dublin actually, and it took a while. And I often said after, I wonder if it was down maybe
Would
sooner,
be,
but I don't think it was, because like the hospital staff, I cannot say enough about them. The nurses did everything in their power to keep Noel with us, and that has driven us for me to do the best I can for the hospital, to try and put something back in.
Okay, when you hear John's story, that it really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? Like, say, you're doing this voluntarily, you're working very hard as a guard all week long, and still, this is why you do it, isn't it?
Well, a lot of us in Bloodbike Midwest would take a lot of inspiration from John. I remember the first time I met John, he told me that story, and I was thinking, yeah, there's a niche there that we could probably fill. And
But also in your work as a Garda, I mean, especially nowadays, there's nothing much that you don't see in the sense of trauma over your working life.
unfortunately, yeah, that's a fact. And I suppose, you know, you do walk away from some situations, you know, and you try your best to forget about them, but there are times where you can't help people, and this will translate into blood bikes as well. We're just ordinary people, you know, that just want to help. We don't want to change the world. We don't want to change the wheel. We just want to help, and in as best as we can, you know.
Well, what about people who would like to help and who don't ride a motorbike?
We have a van.
So you don't have to be motorbike,
Yeah.
and do you have to be a brilliant rider to work with you guys?
Well,
Not really, I suppose.
None of us are geniuses.
None of us are, like, it's we have standards of a motorbike ROSPA is advanced motorbike training.
You'd need
so
that.
we actually that's the standard we need, you know. But any volunteers can train up for that.
I think it sounds great, and a lot of people that might have time on their hands.
well, we've more jobs than just going out delivering and picking up bits and pieces for hospitals and whatnot. We have plenty of jobs. We won't turn anyone from the door. You know, we have PRO jobs, we have accounting jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
And as you
secretary
said,
work.
it's all, you run it yourselves, you don't get any help, so you need as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's it. The more the merrier. Like I said, we won't turn anyone from the door.
Nice fair play to you. Well done.
And well done, and thank you in the future, because none of us know the day that we may
just
need
don't know.
blood
Yep.
in a hurry, and it could be up to somebody like you to save us. That's the reality of life. No one knows.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Now, if you want to help out the guys, and if you want to help out Blood Bikes, you can go to their Facebook page, Bloodbike Midwest, or also email. And if you want to donate blood, of course, you can go to giveblood.ie. But we're going to put the details on our Facebook page, and that is RT Today.
Still to come, DJ Nikki Hayes reveals how she has been